Hi, I'm Natalie, and thank you for being here. You can start by getting yourself comfortable, either sitting up or laying down. And you can start by lengthening the breath a little bit longer and a little bit slower than regular breathing. You can start to sense the movement of the breath on the inhale, a movement that goes up the body. And on the exhale, a movement that goes down the body. Just flow with that movement. Let the bones of your body flow with that upward rising. It almost feels like one of those party favors that unrolls. And then on the exhale, it just relaxes into the roll. As the joints of the spine just subtly articulate and cleanse any buildup or tension around them. Just let the breath be nice and smooth so you don't have to push or feel it gets stuck anywhere. And with practice with this breath, you'll be able to draw in more air because it is a little bit longer and deeper than regular breathing. And relaxing in the mind's eye, smiling in the forehead, smiling in the heart, smiling in the lower dantian, the lower belly. As the breath just starts to regulate all the systems of the body. And you'll start by feeling a spaciousness around your body, a spaciousness of gratitude, or maybe it's relief or happiness for taking this time for yourself. I can see some golden flakes. Imagine some golden flakes settling down through your body and through your field, like maybe it's like in a snow globe. These flakes are settling as you just settle into the breath. This meditation is a self-healing and self-clearing. If you've absorbed some negative energy of your own, or if you were in an argument, or if you were in an environment or around someone else who was in a mood or going through a hard time. Sometimes we take it into our bodies or our fields, and you can feel it. You might feel shaken up or frozen or exhausted. You might feel tension or heaviness, like weight on your shoulders or in your neck, or even stuck or frozen in your face. Whatever it is that you feel, or you might also just be here just for cleansing and renewal, because we are going to be on a very beautiful shamanic journey and swimming with the dolphins. But first, I want to let these golden flakes just bind with some of the negative energy as they just fall to the bottom of your system. Maybe they settle in the base of your spine or in the base of your belly or in your intestines or at the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet. Just notice where they go. Let them bind and neutralize or take out any of the negative energy that you've accumulated over the week, or maybe it's something just recently happened in the last hour, and that's what brings you here. And I'll just remind us while you're regulating, while your body is naturally self-regulating, of the ways, some of the ways, there are infinite ways, but some of the ways that the body physically detoxes energy. And one of the main ones is through the breath. So the ones that I'm going to mention are all something from the inside going out. So the breath, you can draw in fresh mountain air or cedar or redwood or after rain air, and it will collect the energy and take it out on the exhale. Another physical way that the body naturally clears negative energy or toxins from our own beliefs or physical things we ingest or energy that we're around is through the muscles. So if you're prone to tense muscles, or even if you're not, one way to release the energy from the inside to the out is to express it through the muscles. So exercise or dance or weightlifting or whatever it is that you enjoy, you can use your mind to intentionally ask it to clear. And the muscular exertion literally alchemizes that energy and expresses it, uses it, transforms it, or releases it out in a healthy way. And other natural ways are through the bowels. And you might imagine these golden flakes carrying toxins out through the bowels or through the urine, the kidneys. And of course, herbs and vegetables will also bind. Watermelon, certain juices will also bind and carry them out or neutralize. So I think I covered the base. Oh, there's sweating is another way that energy can go from inside you to outside you to release through the skin. So all these ways that the body naturally clears. Another one I'll have to do another time is through the eyes, what we see, what we look at, what we take in through the vision. Balances and regulates the internal. And an example of that might be easier to understand is car sickness. What your eyes see affects the internal. That's kind of a negative example, but it's an example of how what the eyes look at affect the internal. And the positive example is when we look at clear skies or rainbows or any shapes in nature, trees, mountains, flowers, any colors, then the whole system is regulating and attuning to those shapes and those colors and those frequencies. And the body wisdom knows just how to self-regulate. So you can settle into regular breathing and imagine that you take yourself to a beautiful beach. There's no one there, it's quiet. And it's just after a rain, or maybe just before a rain. It's not cold or windy, but the whole color of the sky and the water is kind of a deep bluish, grayish rain color. And you can just feel that fresh air in your chest and on your skin. And it's so comfortable. And you can hear the sounds of the waves just gently splashing. And the sky is this deep, dark, grayish blue. And when you look into the horizon or to the water, you see some dolphins swimming out there. And they're just, usually when you go here, they might be traveling across, going somewhere. Oh, this beach can be a place that you've been to in the physical world, or it can be one in the spirit world. It's just your choice. And the dolphins are just almost in slow motion. They're just splashing and jumping, playing in the water. Instead of traveling, they just keep kind of doing these circles, and you can hear the sound when they land. And they're waiting for you to come out there and swim with them. And as you realize this, you feel that happiness inside of you and you dive into the water. And it's so comfortable and fresh. You can hear the sounds of the water and feel the movement of the water on your skin as you swim out to them. And you even feel the color blue, the color of the water permeating your whole being, your whole body, through your mind and brain and eyes as you swim. They're not that far out. And they welcome you, and you swim together, kind of twirl and ribbon together in the water. And these dolphins are so huge-hearted, and they're smiling big and welcoming you, an old friend. And you feel your brain and consciousness vibration. It's like these rings of vibration just connect with theirs. This very high vibration consciousness of joy and ecstasy and freedom and intelligence and community. Just a very high awareness of life and joy. And you can almost just feel these rings, these concentric circles of energy around you and around them, just syncing their frequencies as you swim together. Maybe you even sometimes turn into a dolphin as you do your flips and turns. And now you're going to go for a spin, and you're actually going to get on the back of one of them. And you're going to travel far for a minute to this cove that's around the corner, fast and a little bit far. And it's going to be fun. And so you get on that back, and the two of you take off to this cove that you know about, just around the corner. You see the cliffs. And as you go through the water, feel the speed of the water going over your head and your back, and feel the light that reflects in the water go through your body and through the body of the dolphin. And feel that sleek skin of the dolphin and the power and the musculature and the life force energy of just pure speed and joy. And you get around the bend and you get sort of flipped off into the air, into the water. You get dumped off here in this little cove for a few minutes. And as you're swimming to the shore, you see draped from the cliffs there's like waterfall, just like a drizzling waterfall, and ferns and mosses and drapes of orchids. Just these glorious purplish pink orchids, like a curtain of them hanging from the cliff. And as you walk out to the shore, you can smell the sweet fragrance, and it goes through your whole system, the muscles of your shoulders and your skin, through your eyes, through your whole body. That smell goes through all your organs. And it just feels so purifying and fresh. And you go to take a little rest on the shore. And as you sit there, just enjoying this beautiful space, two beings, a male and a female, spirit beings, come one to each side of you. And they are the stewards of this cove. And they are allies to humanity and to the earth, to the oceans. And they represent a divine feminine and divine masculine harmony and balance. And they come and they're like beings of light, and they touch your shoulders and they're laughing. And they say, "Welcome, we're so happy you're here. It's nice to see you." And what they model to us, these two, is their vibrance and their enjoyment of being present, taking care of the day-to-day activities. They tend the garden. They make food. They take care of the land. They sing with the birds. And they represent just a deep grounding and peace and enjoyment of regular daily life, being outside, being inside. And as you're there in their presence, you simply receive this energy gift, this ability to be in joy and present in taking care of your home, of your body, of your space. You receive a gift of harmonizing your own divine feminine and masculine energies as they unify and strengthen just by being in the presence of these two beings. And when you've finished receiving this energetic exchange, you might feel it in your heart. You might feel a sense of openness or release or grounding. And your heart is like a basket. And so as you're here, you pull out some candles that you brought for them. And as you say goodbye, you give them the candles so they can warm their home with your light. And you dive back to the sea. And you jump on your guide, your friend. And you just cruise back to the regular beach together, just integrating that energy and that beauty of the ferns and the mosses. And when you arrive back to the pod, you acknowledge and give thanks, knowing that you'll meet again. And you arrive back onto the beach. And back into your home or your bed or wherever you are right now in your body. And just take a few breaths before you fully return to let the chi set in your field. This field, it's like a globe around you of energy, and it might be that color blue-gray after the rain or before the rain, or just notice what color it is. It might be the color of the orchids. Just let everything set as you slowly return. And noticing how you and your body feel after this energy work that you've done for yourself.